All right, Miss Kathy, and give me. I'm going to say over to you, and then give it like 2 seconds, and then start. And over to you.
This is your moment. I want you to stop for a minute and take a deep breath, right? Deep breath in, hold it, and now out. What you just experienced over the past 2 days, right, has been transformational. It was not just content, it was a calling. And this is your moment. It really is. We have been talking over the past couple days around how leadership, especially in the coaching space, right? And for those of us that coach executives, right? All of those spaces are they're really evolving, right? There's a new wave of leadership and it's a really dynamic landscape. And we as coaches have to be able to address the need of what leadership needs in this ever evolving space. It's not just about having the authority, but you've got to have influence and you've got to have connection, right? You heard that leadership is evolving. You've heard that your story has power. You've heard that your clients are not small. They are really icons, right? And it's our job to help them step forward in that space and be the leaders that they've always wanted to be, right? And if you were really listening, you also heard that you are being called to be more. So you might be feeling excited, right? Embracing the thrill of all of the new information that you've gotten. Many of you might be feeling super inspired, right? You're ready to do the next thing, to continue with the passion that you had and you continue to have as a coach with these fresh perspectives that you've gotten been able to listen to over the past couple days. Some of you, though, might be having some internal conflict, right? About all of this, right? This is a lot to take in about the ever-changing landscape of what's happening inside of coaching. And are you ready, right? Are you having imposter syndrome? You might be unsure about how you're going to be able to navigate this new space, right? So if we're being real, most of us are falling in one of these spaces, right? I think I'm in the excited, inspired. I think there are parts of me that have this level of uncertainty, but I know for sure that I cannot move forward in fear, right? You have to know that the feeling that you have is expansion, right? If you lean into the expansion, if you lean into the feeling that you know is there based on a lot of not just the stuff that you've experienced with us over the past few days, but the things that brought you here, right? The things that brought you here are the same ideas and feelings that you have to lean into now in order to move forward. So hopefully before these 2 days happened, you are different, right? You are different, right? You are not who you were. You are more than that, right? Because of these sessions, you're no longer the same coach. If you've been leaning into the conversations that have been happening over these past few days, you should be ready to think about your work and how you might do this at a higher level of leadership, having a bigger vision for the types of clients that you engage, right? Or the types of services that you're now able to think through and leverage for those clients. And then a new standard for how you show up, right? Not showing up as an imposter, not worried about not being good enough, but standing in your full power of who you are as a coach and understanding that you offer a proposition that you need to be able to articulate. You can't unsee all of the things that you've learned over these past few days. You've got to be able to really execute it on it. You've had a lot of really good information, right? We talked about leadership, breaking traditional business boundaries. Charles and Cynthia showed us how to move and lead beyond our businesses, right? They talked about that. Oliver reminded you that leadership is built on consistency, like emphasizing the reliability over just fleeting fame, right? But being in that space. Christina really helped us to think about this whole idea about icons, right? And how you can shift and help your clients to shift how they see themselves, right? Very important, deep conversation. We talked about challenge, right? Lamarque challenged us to think about the imposter that might be hiding on the other side of that really, really well maintained persona that you put out there, right? And dealing with that and moving from imposter syndrome to a more of a being real and authentic in that space. And then lastly, Jeff talked to us about how to disrupt, right? How disruption is really an opportunity for us to be different, right? So that's what you've experienced over these past couple days. And we at coachcon want to be able to partner with you in this space. We believe that we are the global coaches that have decided to come together and put something in place to help coaches across the globe. This is a global movement to support coaches in growing their business with all of these leadership ideas and everything that you need to scale up your business. It is not just another program. It's really an ecosystem, right? The key points that you get, or the key assets that you get for being a part of Kickstarter, CoachCon Kickstarter, is that you get to be a part of a thriving system of support and growth. Ty, myself, Cynthia, and other coaches are all part of the CoachCon system, the alumni system. We're all, again, all tied into this space where we're really talking about how do we grow as a professional organization of coaches focused on leveling up our businesses and being the best value proposition to potential customers and clients in our world, right? So you get that. You also get to network, right? Connecting in spaces like this through the TV series, through the webinars and other things that we offer. Like, you get to network with like-minded professionals from around the globe, right? So it's a huge advantage to be a part of it. And also, it is a movement, right? There's so much change happening in the world, right? And we as coaches have to look at our this opportunity, and what we have to look at the challenge of it as an opportunity, right? And how do we move through this change? How do we create some collective efficacy and some action and some purpose, right? So that, again, being a part of the CoachCon Kickstarter community helps to provide that. And it's also a launch pad, right? Helping you to elevate your potential to new heights. We offer lots of really cool tools and things that we've learned over the years, and we help you to maneuver through to those tools and figure out if they're the exact right tool to help you with your strategy or your marketing, etc. So it really is a plan to help you build a future business that helps you step into the next level of greatness that you're hoping for inside of your organization, right? Your business deserves visibility, right? You should be shining through every opportunity, right? If you step into this space, you're doing it because you're wanting to grow your business and you want to help to create that visibility. At CoachCon, this is what we help to do. We also help you figure out how to be more confident in your pricing. One of the number one things I get from new coaches is like, how do I price myself, right? We spend a lot of time helping you to reflect on what your true value is, right? The true value proposition. We even talked about this yesterday. I believe it was Christina who was helping us to think through, like, what is the value expert proposition that you can articulate to all of your customers or your future clients, right? That helps to articulate your true value and the expertise that you bring into the space. And then again, like stepping into the space with a community of like-minded individuals, again, from around the globe. CoachCon is a real movement. And we want to help you move from just being a coach to you moving into being an authority in your space. And we want to do that inside of the ecosystem of the CoachCon Kickstarter program. We help you build your brand, right? Helping you first to identify what's happening with your brand. What is your brand currently communicating out into the world? How can we help you to tease that message out in a better way, or edit it and make it better, and so that you're actually reaching the customers and the clients that you're trying to reach inside of your unique niche, right? helping to amplify your voice, right? One of the things that Ty always talks about is how do we help coaches position themselves so that they are the go-to coach for a particular niche, right? And so having coachcon TV is critically important for us because this series, this web-based series is a opportunity to help those voices expand and launch and reach a new audience, right? We want you to be more effective in your global reach, and we want to help you do that through leveraging our platforms and our connectivity to other organizations and entities to help you grow your business, right? We're really different from a lot of other uh, opportunities that are available, right? There's a lot of messaging that's coming all the time, whether it be on social media, mostly on social media, places like LinkedIn, where lots of coaches and lots of different ecosystems are available to you. But we believe that CoachCon is different, right? We're coaches for coaches, right? We want to help you grow your business because we all got into coaching for different reasons, right? But at the end of the day, everybody should be and should want to make money, right? And so, how do you do that? By showing up differently, right? Being intentional about the value that you offer, being transparent about helping your clients and ensuring that they get the best value for what they're seeking you out for, right? So it's not just coaching that you get with Coach Con, right? We help you experience those deeper insights. We help you position. We help you to stand out in the crowd. What is the opportunity that we have to position you in a way that sets you apart from the other coaches that are already out there in the world, right? How do we help you increase your visibility? What kind of presence do you already have? Are there ways for us to help you iterate on that would increase your visibility? Right. And then we have access to exclusive opportunities and resources. Ty is really wonderful about making sure that we have partnerships that are going to add value to anybody inside of CoachCon. One I was talking about just yesterday is Marvelism, right? It's an AI that we've been able to leverage to create more efficiencies inside of our organization. But those relationships, again, have been cultivated and created because of the nature of our work has been, again, bringing you the best tools, the best resources, the best networking, the best opportunities inside of the coaching space to help you grow your business. Research says that 90% of all successful leaders and business owners attribute their success to making decisive action, taking decisive action when the time comes, right? Clear decision making that highlights the importance of them taking that initiative in that moment for not just your personal but also professional growth. It's the thing that sets people apart. It's the thing that will set your coaching business apart. If you're decisive about what you want for your organization, making sure that you want to be seen differently, you want to show up powerfully, you want to expand your reach, you got to make a decision, right? If you don't make a decision, right, you're often just left like wishing, what if I had, maybe I should have, right? So we want to be a part of your world and we want to help you get to that next level, but you've got to decide. So if you're looking for visibility, right? If you want to stand out, right? You want to be that go-to coach for your particular niche. You want to have power. You want to embrace your strength. You want to stand in your true self. You want to own it, right? You want to show up authentically. You don't want to do like Lamarque has been sharing with us today, showing up as an imposter. No, you want to show up authentically on who you are as a coach, right? And then you want to have a global reach. Then if you want to do all of those things, that Coach Con is for you, right? We're here. We're ready. We want to walk forward with you in this space. We want to help you to identify opportunities, help you to identify gaps in your business. But again, we want to walk with you and help to bring you into a community that is really focused on how we can all coach better and how we can reach all of the goals that we've set for our business. So we hope that you'll join us at CoachCon. We hope that you'll take this opportunity to just come and be a part of something that we're building that's global. It is called CoachCon Kickstarter, and it's available to you now. We want you to consider it. We want you to reach out to us. We of course have we'll have not only today's session, but all of the sessions or all of the episodes, I'm sorry, all of the episodes as part of CoachCon season 3 available to you at CoachCon TV. We want you to like, subscribe, and share with your network of people, right? Your network work of coaches and others who might be interested again in just learning some leadership skills and having creating access to resources for them, but invite them to be a part of the conversation. We want you to be a part of the conversation. So again, like, subscribe, hit there's a notification bell you can get every time we drop a new episode. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm going to hit my notification bell so I'll know exactly when an episode hits and I can go back and I can watch it, because what we're doing is really different, I believe, than any other opportunity out in the coaching space to support your work and to help you to grow your organization and help you to grow your business. I hope that you have had a fantastic time. I have learned so much. I was for every meeting that I have when I'm with CoachCon, I always end up with a notebook full of notes and things that I need to consider as I continue to grow my own coaching business. And I hope that you found the value and the true heart that we have for the work that we're doing inside of this space. So thank you to everyone who was able to attend CoachCon. We again like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on all of the social media spaces. CoachCon.global is our website. We'd love for you to be a part of the CoachCon family. And thank you so much, Ty, for having me.
Thank you, Kathy. That was great. We are all set. Um, I put the URL in there. We'll pop it up on the screen. We had a friend of us join later, Makita Quails. Hey, Makita, how are you?
Hi, Makita.
Hi, I'm well. How are you?
Very
Good.
good, very good. You caught us at the tail end. Tell me what prompted you to join us?
I actually know Cynthia,
Okay.
and I am a coach as well, but I was popping on to join and support and learn.
Oh,
We
excellent, excellent.
appreciate
Well, we're at the tail end of the 2 day session. We just did all of our recordings. Kathy was giving the last bit of information on there. But is there anything in particular from the agenda that you saw that you wanted to catch up on?
No, I actually listened to one of the recordings. I actually listened to Cynthia and Charles's recording last night, and I'll catch the rest of them, but it's been good.
Thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Well, after the recordings, if you need anything, you can reach out to Cynthia and let her know, or you can jump on with Kathy and I. We're happy to walk you through any questions or anything that might have come up.
Perfect. Thank you so much.